Would you like to know how to buy and sell Bitcoin? Well, if your answer is yes, then it's time to learn. So stay tuned, I'm going to show exactly how to do that in this video. Hello and welcome to Freedom Income Pathfinder. In this video, you'll learn how to buy and sell Bitcoin. In the first section, I'll be going through a little bit of theory so that you can understand the landscape and the background and what is involved when moving your fiat currency into the crypto space. And the second part is I'll take you through the actual steps that I follow and I'll show you how to buy and sell Bitcoin. So let's get started with how to buy and sell Bitcoin for beginners. So I like to use this diagram when explaining how to buy and sell Bitcoin. So if you look at the bottom section, that's where your fiat bank sits. You've got your money inside your bank account in the respective currency, such as dollar, euro, pounds, and rands. And you need to send that somewhere off where you're going to be able to exchange that for Bitcoin. So that's where the fiat crypto exchanges come into the picture. So I call that the fiat crypto border because your money is going to be crossing the border into the crypto world. So an example of a fiat crypto exchange, and remember a fiat crypto exchange is pretty much an exchange that accepts fiat currency in exchange for a crypto. An example of that would be Luno, we've got Coinbase as well, and CX.io. Those are some of the prominent and well-known exchanges. And what you can typically do there is deposit your fiat currency and then buy Bitcoin or some of the other prominent cryptocurrencies. You can obviously also then store your Bitcoin there. You can withdraw your Bitcoin, send it to another wallet address. You can then also sell your Bitcoin and withdraw your money back into your bank account. And that's pretty much the process from that end. But should you want to go and do altcoin trading or crypto trading, most of these fiat crypto exchanges don't keep many different cryptocurrencies on their listing. They only keep the prominent ones, and if you want to go and expand, then you need to go and open up an account, for example, with Binance or Bitfinex or Kraken. So this is in the top section where I would say the crypto exchanges sit, where you do your altcoin trading. You can also store your cryptocurrencies there. You can withdraw and deposit various cryptocurrencies. There is also USDT cryptocurrency, which is basically a crypto coin that is pegged against the dollar. So it allows you to go and sell crypto and sit with dollar and keep that there in your exchange. Obviously in cases when you expect a price drop, etc. And then you can go and sell that again and buy your Bitcoin or whichever other coin you'd like to buy. So interesting to note though is, even though I've listed Binance under crypto exchanges, since then Binance has expanded and they also allow you now to buy Bitcoin with, for example, your credit card. So that would also classify them as a fiat crypto exchange. But this is basically the process for you to go and buy and sell cryptocurrency. So from your fiat currency account into a fiat crypto exchange, and from there anywhere else where there's an available crypto wallet or Bitcoin wallet. And that's pretty much the overview. In the next section, I'm going to go through an example of me buying and selling Bitcoin on a particular exchange. So here we've got Valor, which is the exchange that I pretty much use. I also have an account with Binance, CX.io, and a few other exchanges. But this is a South African based exchange started by one of the former CEOs of FNB, which is a prominent bank in South Africa. So that should tell you something. That's very much a forward-thinking CEO. Many of the banks are actually against crypto, or they see it as a threat. Some of them actually behind the scenes keep on buying crypto on the dips. So because they can see what's coming, they can see the writings on the wall. So so Valor is quite a strong and proper exchange. And as you can see here, they've partnered with a US-based blockchain platform, Bittrex. in order for the trading to happen fast and be stable. So you can buy and sell on Vela. They also have a referral program. Many of the exchanges have a referral program. Then obviously they've got many measures in place for security. So that's another important thing. And that's a topic that I'll probably cover in a bit more detail in one of the future videos. Securing your wallet and just basic security steps that you need to take. But when opening an exchange, usually one of your first steps would be also to set up your two-factor authentication, which is basically you're using an app on your phone that'll generate random codes every 30 seconds for your specific login, such as Vela. When you log in, you enter your email address and password, and then it'll ask you for your 2FA code, and you'll enter that. And that's another layer of security, which is actually very important these days, because you're not carrying your money in your pocket, and so it's there on the exchange, or you've got a particular wallet which is outside of the exchange. It's always advisable to set up those additional measures. So I've already logged into my profile, and I've got fiat currency as well as Bitcoin, and typically I've chosen to display or to go through the steps to buy and sell Bitcoin using Vela, which is an exchange that I pretty much use on a daily basis. Most exchanges use the same principle. You'll have your wallets in the respective currencies. So let's say with Coinbase, you'll have dollar account here. Then you'll have your various crypto wallets. These wallets allow you to go and deposit and withdraw crypto. So if I had Bitcoin here, as I've currently got, and I withdraw this, it's going to go to another address that I specify, another Bitcoin address. So I can't go and specify an Ethereum address or anything else. Then I might run into issues. So in this video, I'm just going to show you how I buy and sell Bitcoin. And so if you look here on the right hand side, it shows me again my Rand total, as well as now Ripple, which is another cryptocurrency. Typically there are two methods on an exchange for you to do the trading, the buying and the selling. The one is going to the exchange itself, where you can see in real time all the different buy and sell orders on their books. So this is basically on this exchange, this is the last traded price. You've got your 24-hour low, 170,000. You've got your 24-hour high. And in the last 24 hours, they've traded 215 Bitcoin on this exchange. Okay, and then you've got your respective charts and additional tools that you can use to go and analyze these charts. So in this video, I'm not going to use this method because that is a bit more advanced and it's got a lot more additional features that for what we want to cover in this video. But typically, I can still go and use it without being an advanced user. At times, I also use this method. So basically, I can indicate here I want to buy. So I can say at which price would I like to buy Bitcoin at this point. So obviously, I'd like to buy lower. So should the price drop, I might say, well, I wanna pay 170,000 Rand, and I'll get a particular amount of Bitcoin. So let's just see there. I've got an X amount of rands in my bank account or in my exchange at this point. So I can then say, well, use 50% of my currency that I've got for Bitcoin, and then this is how many Bitcoins I'm likely to get. But keep in mind, this is not guaranteed that I'm going to be able to buy it at this price, because I'm going to be placing a buy order. Should the price drop and someone is willing to sell at that price, then the order is likely to be executed. So the point here is you might get someone who's in a hurry to sell and he's going to sell it at lower than the average market price at this point. If I want to buy, if I want to sell, then I'll do something similar. I'll say at which price am I prepared to sell it at, and then how many Bitcoins am I likely to get, and then I place my sell order. So it's got a similar mechanism. So on the top here, I'll see my balance. But at this point, this is not what I'm going to use. What I'm going to do now is going to go back to wallets, and I'm going to go to markets. So different exchanges work slightly different in the sense that they might have higher fees when you buy at a set price compared to on the actual exchange, or we'll call it the market. So in this case, if I go and buy Bitcoin here, this is the last recorded price that they've got on their books, and basically I'm going to be able to buy it at that price. And keep in mind they also will incur some fees to do this. So here we've got, this is my current balance of Bitcoin at the moment. So if you go back, there we can see that's my current balance. So let me go back to markets. So I'd like to go and buy Bitcoin immediately. I don't want to place a buy order and wait for it to be executed. So I'll just go and click buy. And I've got X amount of rands in my account. And let's say I want to spend 2,000 Rand. I'm going to do that. That is the price that I'm going to be buying it at. So then I review my buy order. I'm likely to get this amount of Bitcoin. So let's click review buy. Then I will have to click confirm buy, and it's telling me I'm going to be paying 2,000 Rand. This is the price, the average price that I'm going to be paying for Bitcoin. I'm about to get X amount of Bitcoin. Confirm buy. And there we go. Order completed. I have bought the Bitcoin, and that's done. So now, should I go back to wallets, it'll show me that I've got a higher amount of Bitcoin, and my Rand value has dropped now. So now, for me to go and sell my Bitcoin for Rands, I just do the similar step but the opposite. Go back to the markets, but now I go on the same section for Bitcoin and I click sell. So it's going to tell me, okay, well, this is the price that we're looking at. I'm going to sell. I can now also decide if I want to sell all of my Bitcoin or only some of it. So let's say I'd like to go and sell all of my Bitcoin, which in this case I actually would like to do. I just click use all available balance. Remember, this feature might vary from exchange to exchange, but the principle is the same. So I'm saying I'd like to sell X amount of Bitcoin. This is the rand amount I'm going to get, and then I review my sell. I have a look and say, okay, fine, this is how much I'm going to get. I'm happy with the price and everything else, and I sell that. And there we go. I've sold my Bitcoin, I've received my Rand. Should I go back to my wallet, I'm going to be sitting with 0 Bitcoin and purely have a Rand balance. And that, ladies and gents, is basically the steps that you can go and follow to go and buy and sell Bitcoin. I know for those of us who haven't done this before, in the beginning it is a little bit scary and confusing. But remember, when you're about to learn something new, you might feel scared and confused and uncertain. And then you just watch this video again and take the steps. So what I would suggest you do is use a small amount, deposit that into your exchange and buy some Bitcoin, and then just sell it again. And then you become familiar and comfortable with the process, and you'll see it's easy.